I am born and raised here from Raleigh, North Carolina. So that's what got so interesting going into real estate here, because I've been following it my whole life. I remember back from growing up as a kid and studying the tax records, looking up, all the different properties that I could find, ones that I thought were really cool looking, drawing up just some sketches for architectural designs, and just really, that was something I really enjoyed. It was almost a hobby as I was growing up, of creating dream houses. And that's what's been so cool coming into this, is now I'm creating dreams and helping people realize that they can achieve their real estate dreams and goals. But growing up here in Raleigh, it's been really fun watching the development. Now I currently live in Wake Forest, and I remember when I was in high school and seeing Wake Forest be, so far that nobody was ever, very few people lived there, right? And now, Wake Forest is a central hub. You've got Youngsville, Franklinton, everything further north. So it's been so interesting to watch that all transpire and see the growth, and now we're continuing to grow. But Raleigh's been such a good place to live, and and I've loved it. I got into real estate for a couple of reasons. Personally, I was at a crossroads where I loved the career path I was on, but I didn't feel like that was my end-all be-all. I didn't feel like I was able to have the impact that I wanted. And I would say, not the cliched, I want to help people. To me, it's a lot deeper than that, because it's not just helping people buy a house. To me, it's so much more than buying and selling and getting people into a house that they can call a home. To me, it's so much more about helping people be able to achieve those dreams physically, financially, which in that regard, we're looking at the homes, but creating those relationships and being able to touch so many more people and take it that next step where we look into physical well-being, mental well-being, and mindset shifts, just to be able to say, a lot of people would think a $300,000-$400,000 house is all that they can ever achieve. And I love being able to help people make that realization of actually creating that wealth that they can have whatever they want and really be able to achieve it all. There's a lot of similarities there, and especially in the environment that I worked in, coming from tennis and the different club styles that I've worked at. One of the things that I think is a great similarity to real estate is with clients, you may have a husband and a wife that have two complete different ideas of what they're looking for. And how do you manage that to help them compromise and come together and really create that dream? It's very similar to what I used to have to do with some of the different clients and the kids, where the kids had certain goals and the parents were wanting a little bit more for the kid, right? They wanted them to achieve more, but the drive wasn't there. So being able to manage that expectations, but also helping the kids be able to find their passion within the game and just fall in love with it and continue every single day trying to get just that little bit better. Not worrying about if they were the best, but really being able to reach their goals, but where their parents were happy and seeing them grow, succeed, and just get better. So I think that's one of the main similarities that I would say, but also just the communication aspect. A lot of real estate's about being able to communicate properly, and in that client, understanding, being able to listen to what they're saying and create that for them, right? Be able to fully understand it, not just hear them, but comprehend it and transfer it into what they need and how it relates to them. Where that was very similar to the tennis and working with different clients, and just the communication aspect, being able to say something in a way that people could learn it, that they could really recreate that. So I think those are probably the two main aspects. The things that I'm most passionate about with real estate is, one, obviously, the homes, and how there's so many different styles, right? There is a perfect property for everyone. So the homes, how the layouts are, there's right now the open concept, and there's a lot of similarities within those plans, but being able to really know how to find that perfect fit for you, being able to really see that, and you tell me the criteria you're looking for, and I know where to go to find that. When you're a buyer in this market, you're starting to interview for who you want to work with, because this really is an interview process. It doesn't have to be the first person you meet. Have experienced this too, where you go to an open house, you're going to meet an agent, right? And they very likely could be a buyer's agent for that property. But just because you met them doesn't mean that you have to work with them. One of the biggest things that I would say in interviewing your agent is you've got to have the connection, right? You've got to want to be in that, I call it, you got to be married to each other for a short period of time. And if you're doing a new build, you potentially could be married together for about 8 months. So you've got to have that relationship that you feel connected, that you feel in line and symmetry together, and that each understand each other. If you're looking and you need to have somebody that's on your side, that's by your side, and that knows what you're looking for, set up an interview, right? Why not have a conversation and talk to a few different agents? I think that's the best thing for clients to do, is talk to a couple different agents to find the best fit. So if you're at all thinking about it, let's set up a time to talk about it and see how we can work together, see what I can offer you that I can do, and then let's put the pedal to the metal and let's find it.